Here's how we generated over 300K in a span of 24 hours for one of our apparel brands. Now, to give you some context, with any business, there's always going to be some outlander or outlier that is doing crazy results, right? And the goal is always for me as a consulting firm operating a bunch of portfolio of ecom brands under management. My goal is, can I reverse engineer this success and apply it to all the other brands that choose to invest into us? Now, a lot of you people might think that's crazy. How can you do 300K in one single day? But I can tell you that it's built upon a plethora of outside extremities. So for example's sake, for this brand, the past quarter for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, like Q4, we're pushing a ton of top of funnel broad brand new customers into the ecosystem. So as a byproduct, of course, yes, we had brand new customers that opted in for a specific bundle SKU. Now, as a byproduct, the same exact customer is into the ecosystem so that when the brand drops a new collection, they're more than likely to convert, especially depending on seasonality. So that's the first order of operation, is you need to have a pipeline or a system to constantly funnel in top of funnel brand new customers. Now, ideally, the healthy split is either you have 60% brand new top of funnel customers and then 40% returning. The ideal ratio would be like 70-30, 70% top of funnel new customers, 30% bottom of the funnel returning customers. Now, the baseline for that is, okay, how can we acquire top of funnel new customers? Well, traditionally, if you're running ads on Meta, you're going fully broad and you're focusing on just funneling in new traffic. And then as a byproduct, returning customers, you get those by either collection drops, back in email and SMS, or even building an overall community with new product releases. Now, granted, we cannot control LTV. LTV is a metric that's measured upon a 12-month time frame. Now, if you're a startup business, you might not know your exact LTV, but if a brand that's been in business for more than 5 years, you have an idea of what your average LTV is. Now, there's ways to improve your overall LTV, and that's by ultimately having consistent collection drops. That's kind of the second order of operation, is we want to acquire top of funnel new customers, and as a byproduct, we need to focus on product development to continually give customers a reason to come back to buy from the business. You can run a ton of retargeting ads, you can run a ton of back-end email and SMS campaigns, but nothing will do more for your business than actually giving customers a reason to buy back. And this is why product development is so important. So many times I see brands just promote one single SKU or even just focus on one set of hero products, but they fail to expand either horizontally or even vertically. So it's very important that if you're a founder, you have the product development side, you're constantly trying to innovate either up the vertical or horizontally. And the great thing about this is when you have that pipeline to get top of funnel customers profitably, that's your growth engine, that's your cash flow. You can take said cash flow and invest into new inventory or even new product development, and you're sustained for that period of testing new offers, testing new growth periods. So year over year, you're getting new customers into the ecosystem, you're building out new collections or even new variations of said product, and then you're promoting that on the back end as well. Now, a third way to ultimately boost overall sales, not only on the front end, but also on the back end, is building a community. So many brands have a Facebook community. The brands that have a Facebook community are seeing lower CPMs, lower CPAs. Think about it. Somebody comes across your Instagram ad or they come across an ad on Facebook, and you're giving them a trajectory or pathway to now be a part of the brand or a part of a community within a Facebook group. You're giving them more of a reason to buy. As a byproduct, you have social proof, you're getting testimonials, you're getting reviews, you're getting a ton of social proof. And what doesn't matter, you can literally have this community of over 1,000 customers or even 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 customers. And you don't even have to promote a ton of paid ads for new collection drops, because all you have to do is literally just post in the community, hey, you're dropping this collection, post that on emails, SMS, so on and so forth. And those customers are now pretty much buying up that inventory before any paid ads is pushed. So it's very important that if you want to build a proper business, you need the systems, you need the infrastructure to get brand new customers, to ultimately have the product development side figured out, to have innovative product line. And as a byproduct, you're having communities in place to give people a reason to buy back. Now, how can you apply this in a span of a 12-month time frame? Well, pretty much, I would say building a community does take some time. It probably takes a year, maybe 2 years of overall time investment to build the organic side, to build that community, to have a customer success manager on the back end of just kind of keeping track of what's happening, looking over reviews, even looking over testimonials, so on and so forth, to apply that to even help the founder to build new product development. And as a byproduct, you can jump set the curve by pushing paid ads on the front end of your funnel if you have product market fit. If you can sell your products without the need of ads, and you can get it to 10, 15, 20K a month of revenue, and you add paid ads, look at this as pretty much paid ads only amplifies your business. If you're just solely reliant on paid ads to become profitable for your business, you're bound to fail. But if you're already successful without paid ads, like I said before, paid ads is going to amplify that demand. So it's very important that you validate market fit before investing wholeheartedly into paid ads. But once you have market fit, you're able to now push paid ads, and you're able to generate a profit by taking your best hero SKUs together, or if you just have one SKU, increase the overall AOV, or the quantity on the first order. We want to have first order profit. That is a non-negotiable. So when you have first order profit on the back end, as mentioned before, you're fixing various collection drops, you're dropping new collections, you're dropping different even SKUs that are horizontal to the brand. You build that community. You constantly hit people with email and SMS. You're giving them new offers, downsells, cross-sells, even upsells, so on and so forth, so that the customer ratio goes from 1-to-1 to now 1-to-3 on the front end with the bundle. And then on the back end, right, it goes from like a 1-to-3 to now even the whole entire customer journey is like a 1-to-6 ratio, or even a 1-to-10 ratio of total value. That single customer is buying back 10x in terms of inventory, so on and so forth. So just the context to this brand is this brand's been around for over 5 years. They have a strong community. They have over 1 million followers on Instagram. When we run paid ads, we funneled in a ton of top of funnel new customers. And now with the apparel side, when you drop collections, you have that cult-like following. You're going to see these numbers of a 300K in one single day without a heavy push on the paid ads front, because you're giving customers a reason to buy back from the business, and you're separating your brand from everybody else's because you have 1 million followers. You have that community. You have the ability for customers to want to come back to your business because they not only invest into the brand, but they love the products and they love the story. So that's kind of my 2 cents. Is branding's probably the last phase. Pretty much whatever you do as far as organic, what you're posting in communities, and also what you're running on the paid ads side, is building your brand. And to build a proper brand, it just takes more time of doing all of these external resources that I covered before, these external actions, building a community, running ads, generating first order profit, being able to generate demand without even paid ads before investing heavily, having market fit, so on and so forth, right? So across the board, the blueprint or the game plan when it comes to applying these scenarios into my other set of portfolio of eCom brands in different industries, it's always raising the perceived value of our product in the marketplace. From there, it's also, can we just focus on one single channel? Can we just focus on one channel? Can we get to 30 to even 50K a day in ad spend before we say, okay, hey, let's diversify even further? And then from there, we're just pretty much giving customers a reason to buy back from the business with downsells, cross-sells, or even upsells. And as a byproduct, when we built that community, our CPMs, our CPAs just get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper over time. And when we have the organic front dialed, we're getting consistent engagement. We're getting customers to interact with our business, with our brand. And now we're just not a typical A/B brand, right? We're not just a typical brand that sells apparel, or a typical brand that sells some sort of physical goods. Doesn't matter the industry, right? You're separating yourself from the curve because you're doing what other brands aren't doing. A lot of brands aren't focusing on organic. A lot of brands aren't building a community. A lot of brands don't know how to generate first order profit. So when you just reverse engineer the scope to reach success, these are the plan of actions that are going to guarantee success. Now, it might not happen in 12 months, but it could happen in 24 months or even 36 months or even 48 months, right? Depending on your timeline and how fast you move, and ultimately how good your product is to the market. If that can generate demand, well, then you're bound to see some sort of level of success. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Chris Hernandez. I'm the founder of scalevelocity.io. If you're looking to build in-house, you want to have a chance to exit your company, you want to have profitable front-end unit economics, and you want to have the pathway so you can replicate these numbers that I've just showed you, feel free to check out my website, scalevelocity.io. You can book in a call, speak directly with me. You can see our case studies, you can see our testimonials.